Do 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 Two brain cell and a mic. We're thinking out loud, but it's not too bright. Hosted by Cat and Tez, alright, it's two brain cells and a mic.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
This is Kat.
And obviously Taz.
Oh, lordy. Where do we even start with Hawaii? What a fucking hot mess.
Worst holiday experience of my life, to be honest.
Yeah. So, when we were planning the holiday, we did some quick math and we figured that the direct flights home from New York to home were the same price. Actually, they were more expensive than flying from New York to Honolulu and then Honolulu home and then like a couple days in Honolulu, like with the hotel. That ended up being cheaper than the direct flight. So we were like, oh, well, fuck it. Like, hell yeah, we'll just have like a little, relaxation in Hawaii before we go home. Heal from all the alcohol poisoning, relax by the beach with the palm trees and our feet in the water and the sun on our faces and cocktails in our hands. It'll be so nice. And it wasn't. It wasn't so nice at all. And in hindsight, we should have just fucking paid extra and flown direct.
Yeah. It was, like I said, it was supposed to be a nice, relaxing end to the trip. Cocktails by the beach, laying around the hotel, because we had nothing planned in Honolulu. We didn't plan on doing
it was
anything.
like
It was
supposed
just,
to be a retreat.
it really was. But it was far from that.
No, it literally turned to fucking shit as soon as we got there. It was so expensive, like more expensive. I knew it was gonna be expensive, but I didn't think it was gonna be that fucking expensive.
Yeah.
And not only that, but I had received some pretty nasty messages from my ex, some pretty nasty like FaceTimes, phone calls. I was in the process of getting a divorce and selling my house, which I'm not going to go into too much detail about, honestly. We'd been separated and living independently within the same house for quite some time. He was seeing other people. We were both okay, I guess, I thought. But I think me just being in another country and like, posting about the holiday on social media and whatever, like, I think maybe just triggered him a little bit and he ended up just getting really angry. And yeah, he sent me some pretty nasty messages and I wasn't in the best headspace after that. In fact, I was pretty depressed the whole time we were there.
You were. It was really rough for you, and I've never in my life have seen you sleep so much, because you're always the first person to say sleeping is for losers. You can sleep when you're dead, but no joke, all you did was sleep. Occasionally you'd get up and scroll on social media, but then you just slept.
Yeah, it was really fucked up, and I also wasn't well. I think I had like a kidney infection or something, like, the holiday, when the holiday just like catches up to you and like, we'd been abusing our bodies for fucking 2 weeks straight in Vegas and New York, like drinking so much and eating like a whole bunch of like really processed foods and like, beforehand we were both in like pretty good shape. We went to the gym every day. We ate pretty clean most of the time and like, yeah, we just kind of like let loose in the States and like we didn't care what we ate. We were just drinking everything. Like it was I think it was all just catching up to me, and I think I did end up with like a kidney infection or like a really bad UTI or something like that.
Yeah.
And I at one point just ended up like sitting in the bath,
Yes.
like just up to my waist or whatever because I was in so much pain. And yeah, when I wasn't sleeping, I was just sitting in the bath, and then when I wasn't sitting in the bath, I was sleeping. It was shit.
Yes. Whilst you were sitting in the bathtub having a fucking mental breakdown, I was struggling to drink any fluids because my throat was fucking so swollen and sore. I've never had tonsillitis this bad before. This is the worst I've ever had it. Like, I've always had it as a kid, and I get it when I get sick, but
I know you
this
get it
was,
like very occasionally, but it's not
yeah,
usually as bad as it was when we were
no, it
fucking
was so bad. And
in
look, as
Hawaii.
gross as this sounds, I couldn't swallow it. I had to spit into a fucking bottle. It
Ew.
was fucked. I know, and like when I like
Ugh.
look, yeah, sorry, I know it's gross. Like, and you could tell, like, when I opened my mouth to look in the mirror, I could see my throat. It was just awful. I was just for some sort of medical attention. So I literally just went like walking around the main road looking for like a local GP or something.
Yeah. And I think at one point, I went like off the fucking rails as well because I was dancing in a park at one point. Um, I had gone for a walk as well to try and like clear
Mm.
my mind, and I had my AirPods in. I was just vibing to music and not sponsored by Apple or anything, but honestly should be. Hit us up. Yeah, but I was just like dancing in the park like a fucking crackhead, and I did get a round of applause afterwards,
Yeah.
so that was nice. Tips would have been better, but fuck. Um, but yeah, look, it was just shit. I really, there's not even like so much that I can say about it other than it was just
Yeah.
shit. Um, when I came back to the hotel, I was hungry because we hadn't eaten much as well while we were there because
No.
obviously your throat was so sore.
Yeah.
You ended up getting some antibiotics from a doctor. Um,
Mm.
how, I don't even want to know how much that cost you going to
Look,
see a doctor.
it. Look, it was. Look, my insurance, my travel insurance didn't really cover, unfortunately, that, and I don't know why. It was, I think, like a couple of hundred. It wasn't as bad as what I was expected it to be.
Yeah.
But uh, I ended up waiting hours to see a random doctor. Like, there's so many sick people. Of course, it's the one place I had to go to where everyone was fucking sick, and it was like not even a GP. It was like a pharmacy, like a little GP in this pharmacy.
Oh
And
yeah.
I waited hours, and I'm crying at this point because I'm in so much pain. I was like hot and cold, and I didn't want to be seen. He finally saw me, and he literally wanted to test me for fucking everything. I was like, mate, I just need something for the pain right now. Like, no, we'll test you for fucking COVID, for strep throat. I'm like, just fucking, I don't care, just hurry up and give me something. So he ended up giving me like some antibiotics, a really high dose of ibuprofen, and he gave me some numbing liquid for my throat. It was just fucking awful. So I spent my cocktails on the beach in the bed, struggling to breathe.
Yeah. And then I think after you got the numbing stuff for your throat, I was like, oh, we'll order some food then on Uber Eats or something, and
Mm,
um. I think it ended up being like $160
it was
for like
fucked.
not even that much food, and it ended up being nasty, and like it was not tasting good with the numbing stuff for your throat, and like
No.
I was too depressed to eat anything, and so we both just kind of like picked around the food for like 2 minutes and then ended up putting it in the fucking bin.
Yeah,
But yeah, $160, it was so fucking expensive.
it was a joke.
Um, but I'm pretty sure it was tonsillitis, right? Like
Yeah.
you have had tonsillitis
Mhm.
before, and
Mhm.
obviously you had it as a kid and whatever. But like, just help me out, brother. Like, I'm not trying to spend my entire fucking money on all these tests. I just want some fucking antibiotics. But um,
Yeah. So yeah,
luckily you came good towards the end there a little
I
bit.
did, yeah. So meanwhile, yeah, I was at the doctor's. You were hallucinating at the park. Honestly, I wish I was there to see that. I would have either joined in or been cheering so loud the whole park could hear. But you know what I also remember, and I don't know if you remember this, but this pissed me off, and it still pisses me off to this day, was your fucking bag was right near my fucking little fold-out bed, and you left it there, and I'm walking, and I fucking bang my shin into the metal bar of the fucking pull-out bed.
Oh my god, you just triggered a memory. Both of our we we had this hotel we booked that there was no beds. They were both
No.
fucking pull out beds from couches.
Yes. Yours was a fucking in the closet one. Mine was like a couch.
Yeah. Oh my god, I just remembered that. That makes it so much worse.
It really does. It really does.
The whole thing was just so shit, but we were really trying to make the most of it.
Mhm.
And we did go for a walk on the beach, and we did get some nice pictures, I guess, of like the palm trees or whatever, but that did not make up for the fucking hell that we were enduring.
No. No.
We also tried really hard to sip cocktails at a restaurant, but I feel like everything just tasted shit. Nothing
Yeah.
was right. Like, you know how everything just like doesn't gel well and it makes the food and the drinks not
Yeah.
taste good and like I
Yes.
think we even got fucking sunburnt
Ugh.
as
Yeah.
well. Like the whole thing was just fucking awful. We went to was there a hot tub
Oh
in our
my
hotel?
god. Yes, 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 I do. There was like I think it was like on the top floor or whatever. Um
It was like
we
on a
thought
roof, yeah, on the
yeah,
roof.
it was on the roof. It was just a hot tub on each side, like, and I thought, hey, maybe it'll make my temperature go down a bit. And you thought, hey, let's go, there's something to do. So we went upstairs. There was no one there. They were both empty. So we obviously got into one together and thought we'll just try and relax, soak in some sun. Hopefully it makes us feel a bit better.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah,
I
and then
remember.
yeah, I know. And then, hopefully you remember this because I fucking do and I'll never forget it. This random couple came out who they must have also been staying at the hotel, and they're like, "Oh, there's people out here. Do you guys mind?" You and I just look at the like over at the empty hot tub, assuming they're going to go over there and go, "Oh yeah, no, go for it. Like the other one's free. We're not in it." No, they get into our fucking hot tub.
Yes, I do remember that. Cause I remember us looking at each other like, why are they asking? Like, obviously there's no one in that fucking hot tub. Like, are they talking to us? Like, what the fuck? And then they get in our hot tub. I was like, okay, so now I feel like a turd simmering in a stew. Like, I don't need two other turds also simmering in this fucking soup with me. Like, get the fuck out. What are you doing in here?
I was just taken like I was taken back because like we said, but like no, go for it. Like, it's the spare the hot tub's like right over there. Like go nuts. Like we're on our
And
own.
it was close. That we got in the like when we went up there. I remember so vividly now. It's just all flooded back to me. I was trying to
Mm.
remove it from my memory entirely. Um, but when you walk out of the door, there's like a hot tub closest to the door, and then there's one
Yes.
like on the other side, and we were on the
Yes.
other side one, like the furthest
Yes.
away one.
Yes.
And they walked all the way past the other hot tub, all the way around across the fucking roof, and got in our hot tub.
Yeah. And I just remember like I looked at you, you looked at me. It's like our minds knew exactly where it was going. We both literally stood up
At
and
the
we're like,
same time,
and then
yeah.
we're like, well, this is uncomfortable and unexpected, but we have to be anywhere but here. Goodbye, and we just left.
Yeah. And they were like a couple too, so they were being all lovey dovey and like touching each other and
Yeah.
kissing and like, bro, go sit in your own fucking hot tub. Anyway, we left the whole area. We just left. We went back
Mm,
to our hotel room. I probably went to sleep or scrolled social media looking depressed.
mm,
And yeah, the whole experience in Hawaii was just completely ruined and
yeah.
it's now to the point where like neither of us want to go back ever again. Like we hate it.
Yeah.
We've literally
Yeah.
booked flights back to the US for our next trip, and we booked direct. Like we just don't. We
Yeah.
don't even want to go anywhere near. Like I don't care
Mm,
if it's cheaper. I'm not going.
yeah.
I'm not stepping foot in Hawaii ever again. Please.
I'm sure. I do believe Hawaii is, look, it is beautiful. I'm sure it's a nice, relaxing place, but we were just in the wrong, like, I was sick. You were going through quite a lot personally in your life, and everything was just not working well. So it just ruined Hawaii for us.
Mm.
I do remember, like, random, but like, it was one night, it was really late, you were asleep, and I could hear fireworks outside, and I thought, oh, this would be nice. So, I sat outside for a bit, and I think that was like the only thing I enjoyed about Hawaii was those fireworks. But I will say the beaches were beautiful, absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
They were the only things I really enjoyed about Hawaii. But there was also something I had forgotten to do on this entire trip. So before I went on this trip, because I'm the first one out of my siblings to go overseas, and my parents haven't been overseas in years, and they were like, "Oh, you're going to the US?" Because none of my family have been to the US. They're like, "Oh my god, bring us back souvenirs." Oh my god, yes, yes, souvenirs. I'm like, yeah, no worries. Each time I'd go to each place we went to, I'll bring you back something really special, really nice. I hadn't done any of that. I had not done any of that. And it's like the last few days of our trip, I'm like, it just popped up and I'm like, oh fuck, I brought back nothing for my family. So I went down to that fucking ABC fucking shop that they have in this like
The
USA,
what?
and you know the ABC shop. It's like a little like cheap shop that sells like random stuff. You know, I think it has a post office in it. Maybe I know. There's like you should know. There's like heaps of them in the US.
Hang on.
What, are you googling it?
Oh, okay. So yeah, I did just fucking Google it, and now I know exactly what you're talking about. I didn't even know what that was called. I would have just called it souvenir shop. Do you know what? You piss me off, man. This makes I'm so unnecessarily angry. The fact that you don't fucking remember anything in life, none of the important things. You don't remember fucking passwords, like like all of the things that you could remember. Do you know what I mean? And out of fucking nowhere, you pulled the ABC shop. You know exactly what it's called. You know exactly what the fucking chain thing is called of the fucking shop. Out of nowhere, you pull that. Why that? Why is that the only fucking thing you're storing in your brain? Unnecessary, useless trash. Not anything that makes any sense or is useless to any or is useful. Sorry, to anyone at all. The fucking ABC shop. Who even knows that? Fucking dumbass.
Wow, that was completely unnecessary and
It
very
pisses me
uncalled for.
off. You don't
But
remember anything.
I don't know why I don't remember things that I should, and I know I should, but I just don't remember them. Like, fuck, damn, get off my case, you hoe.
Anyway, I don't care if this episode's like 3 seconds long. I'm done with it. I'm done with Hawaii. I'm never going back there. I never want to talk about it again. And that's all, folks. See you later. Don't ask me for anything. Don't ask me about it. I don't care. I don't want to talk about it. Don't ask us questions. You know, I don't know why people rave about it. It fucking sucks. Don't talk to me about it. Like, it's actually the worst holiday experience I've ever had in. Oh, actually, I've just triggered something. I've just
You're like,
remembered something. Sorry,
oh.
this is like all over the place. Do you remember we went to Starbucks at the airport on the way home, and I wanted a croissant and a drink, and the lady asked my name, and I gave it to her, and it's not a difficult name to write down, obviously, and she writes some like unhinged shit on the cup, and I was like. That's what when
Oh,
I tell you what she wrote on the cup was not even a name.
I remember that.
It
No,
wasn't
no,
even a name. It was like completely fucking unhinged.
I remember that. I remember. Yes,
And I think we
because
laughed about it for about
we
40
laughed for
fucking
ages.
minutes
It
because
was
we
like
were both hallucinating.
it was actually the funniest shit because I remember she handed it like she called your name like as normal, and then when you took the cup, you look at the name and you thought this is not fucking mine. I'm like, I think it is. Yeah, I think we still have that little. Did you keep it? I think you kept it as
I
well. The
think I've
little.
got a picture of the receipt.
You
It's
do.
like fucking like not even it's not even a name. It's just
No,
letters. And I was
it
like, what
was
is
just.
that?
It was yeah. I don't know. But look, that kind of it's a bit of a short episode, but there was not much more to say about Hawaii. Kind of like concludes our whole trip of 2022. It was a very long journey to get there. It was a very long journey to get home. Loved it. It was everything I hoped it would be, except obviously Hawaii.
Yeah. And look, like this is our it's not our last episode of the season, it's just, but the next episode that we do is going to be the last episode of the season.
Mhm.
And yeah, pretty much the premise of season 1 was to talk about, you know, from Taz and Kat first meeting up until our holiday.
Mhm. Yeah.
So the next episode is just going to be about another friendship that came and went.
Mhm.
We'll get more into that obviously next episode, and then that will wrap up season 1, and season 1 will be done.
I know. I know.
And I can't believe it already. It's, you know,
Yeah. I know. It's.
blown by, but you know, like you just said, that only brings us to 2022.
I know.
We're in
And there's.
2026, bitches. Like, we got a lot to get through. And we ain't even fucking talking about the lore yet. You know, season 2, we're going to get into that. We'll talk more about it in the next episode as well as we wrap the season up. But it's going to get crazy. And there's only more craziness to come. I feel like the longer we're friends, the more, you know, crazy shit happens to us. And
Mhm.
I'm excited for what's to come, and
Me too.
yeah, I'm excited to tell everybody all of the crazy stories that we've had. And
Yeah, there's definitely plenty of those to share. But yeah, like that concludes the American trip. And I think this
don't ever talk
concludes.
to us about Hawaii again. Go to New York, go to Las Vegas, do all the things, but Hawaii sucks.
Anyway, thank you very much for listening for this episode, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Okay, bye.
Bye.